So today is April 2nd. Luke just got done doing his upper body session today. He is currently 2 weeks out of OTAs. What is OTAs essentially, Luke?
Organized team activity.
Organized team activity. So I view this is essentially the first time this year that the team will be together training under the eyes of the strength and conditioning staff as well as the coaching staff for the Indianapolis Colts. I view this as kind of like a test into the off season, in the sense that Luke does a really good job telling me what he's doing on a day-to-day basis, as well as Luke does a really good job telling me what he's doing on a day-to-day basis, as well as what the team's doing. So that way, when he does come in during the off season, he can tell, or during OTAs to get extra work in, he can tell me what they did, so we don't essentially put him in a bigger recovery hole. On top of that, it also gives me a good idea, and Luke a good idea, of what he needs to work on leading into preseason and training camp right before the start of season. Currently, he's going through a 2-week French contrast method training block, which essentially is a heavy lift followed by a lighter, more explosive lift, followed by a light to moderately heavy lift, followed by an assisted lift. So yesterday he did his vertical day, which was heavy Hatfield squats, followed by depth jumps, followed by squat jumps with dumbbells, and then last but not least finished off with band assisted jumps. And then today, as you'll see, he did mainly upper body work. He did football bar bench press, followed by med ball chest pass, followed by plyo push-ups starting off of a riser, and then finished it off with band assisted push-ups. After that, we got into some accessory work, mainly back focused, because he did a lot of pressing today, so we're going to balance that out by doing some back work. And then we finished off with a little bit of conditioning. So if you've been following along our first vlog, we talked a little bit about how right after season I like to give the guys some time off to take their minds off football and training. And then once they get back into training, we'll spend a little bit of time just assessing what needs to be worked on corrective-wise. And then we usually start with some unstructured training, mainly focusing on just low-level aerobic base conditioning, and then hypertrophy work. And then after that, we did a little bit of a German volume training block. Essentially with that, we were just strengthening the ligaments and the tendons, getting ready for the ensuing strength block that we did, so getting the body ready for the stress and the load that Luke was moving on that strength block. We didn't get a chance to film that just because our schedules didn't time up with Brian, and then we were also out of the country for a week. But now that we're back, we have 2 weeks left, so we're doing our power block. So again, usually I like to do a hypertrophy aerobic base block, then a strength block with some transitional aerobic work, anaerobic work, and then we finish that off with a power block that is anaerobic, ATP PCR sprint work. So that's pretty much what we have going on this week. He has a vertical day, which was his squat day. He has an upper body day, which you saw today. He'll have a rest day on Wednesday, which is mainly active recovery. So he'll do some sort of like yoga work, maybe some light conditioning just to promote blood flow. And then Thursday will be a hip dominant, more horizontal day. So you'll see some deadlifting and hamstring specific work. And then Friday will be a lateral day. So we'll do a little bit of lunging as well as some lateral movement. And then Saturday we finish off with some on-field sprint work. Nothing too crazy. Just make sure we get a nice little warm up in, and then just start dosing a little bit of high-speed contractions when it comes to running. And then Sunday will be completely off, or an active recovery day. We'll do that for 2 weeks, like I said, and then OTAs come around, and we will check back in once OTAs are up and running.